Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of CYT-Crypto. My name's Stephen Aitson. Okay, I'm just going to check to see if we're on live. I'm going to do this live on YouTube just now. I don't want to kind of edit the video or kind of do anything like that. I just want to kind of go live and talk about TRON. Now, I know everybody likes to kind of dislike TRON, but over the last few months I've been trading TRON. And I've been trading it quite a lot, to be honest, in the hopes of getting more TRON. So I'm not trading it just to make money. I'm trading it for more TRON because I believe in the project long term. I think there's something there. Although I've kind of had my doubts in the past, I'm now kind of into TRON and kind of love what they're doing and kind of love kind of what they've got set up for the future as well. So I want to talk about that, but first we're going to look at the markets just now. So what I'll do is I'll jump over so we can see what's happening in the markets just now. So I'll go over to coinmarketcap.com. Right, we can see Bitcoin is up to 8525 just now. It was down as low as about $8,300, which is not good. However, I think this weekend is going to be a major run up for Bitcoin. I don't know why, I just feel the sentiment for Bitcoin and kind of cryptocurrencies overall is going to be really good, and it kind of coincides with kind of a clip high report. And I'm going to highlight that later on. Just a wee bit in the report. I'm not going to show you all of the report because it's against kind of copyright stuff and you have to pay to buy the report. So I'm going to show you a wee bit of that, to be honest, and just show why I think it's going to be kind of a run up over the weekend. As I said, traditionally in Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency world, the weekends are a time when things go kind of down. They don't tend to kind of shoot up to the moon, but I think this weekend might be a wee bit different, and I think we're going to see it run up. So let's take a look at Bitcoin just now, where it's been. So this is the 60-minute chart. We can see here, if we look at this part, it's kind of bounced about 5 or 6 times from around 8,300. It's bounced up from that level. Now, I'm not big into TA, technical analysis. I'm not big into it, but I still look at the charts, still look at the kind of volume, still look at the RSI, but I'm not big into it because with cryptocurrencies, I think it's difficult to do TA. In the stock market, definitely, because you've got fundamentals there, you've got long time history there as well, but with cryptocurrencies, it's a wee bit different, but I still use it. And I definitely have been using it for TRON over the last couple of months as well to trade. I'm going to see if we're kind of, yeah, we're live. It's just to make sure we're live. So Bitcoin just now is sitting at 8485, 8,485. That's the correct and updated price at the moment. And you can see it's bounced a few times up around 8,350 or something. I just think it's going to go higher from here. I could be totally wrong. I just think this weekend is going to be a little bit different from all the other cryptocurrency weekends. And I want to show you TRON as well, and I want to show you several reasons why I think TRON is going to kind of go up. So right now we're sitting at 427 Satoshi for TRON. It has been as high as last night. It was up to 442 Satoshi. But in the overall kind of grand scheme of things, if we kind of take a macro view, just a little blip on the landscape. Just a little blip on the landscape just now. But I think we're going to have a massive run up the TRON. I'm feeling quite confident. Now, I've been trading TRON over the last couple of months, and I want to show you, I've kind of showed in another video how I actually trade TRON. Very, very easy, very, very simple. A lot of people look at kind of TA and make it really difficult. You don't need to make it really difficult. So we can see here, I've been looking at the 7-day or kind of 7-hour, 25-hour and the 100-hour kind of closing to trade TRON. So once the kind of 7-hour crosses the 25-hour, that's when I'll trade it, that's when I'll buy it. You can see here the last one was at 342 Satoshi, got all the way up, and I would have sold it round about 430. In fact, I did sell on the nose at 430. And the next one is 421. Now I managed to get it at 421 exactly as well, just when it crossed over. So I'm in TRON at the moment at 421 Satoshi. Now I've been trading it and I want to kind of get more of TRON. That's why I've been trading it. So I'm trading and holding as well. So I'm a holder for the long term, but I'm also trading it as well to get more of TRON. So I'm really looking to make 20 or 30 Satoshi on each trade that I make if I'm day trading. You might have to watch it for a while, but it definitely works. It's been working for me over the last couple of months, and I've got a lot of TRON now. So we're up to 426 at the moment. So we'll go over to Binance just now and see where we are with Binance and look at the depth and the kind of trades that are happening just now. So we're at 426, is $250,000, which is about 1 Bitcoin, up and ready for buying, and $500,000, which is about 2 Bitcoin, up and ready for selling. But this changes kind of all the time. This is changing all the time with TRON. And look at the kind of volume, 6,500 Bitcoin volume over the last 24 hours. Is by far, I think, one of the most traded cryptos on Binance. And it is, yeah, it's the 5th most traded one yesterday and today. We can see ICX, Icon, was up massively yesterday as well. But TRON is always up there with the trading, so liquidity is brilliant. So I could buy and sell 1 million, 2 million kind of TRON at a time without kind of affecting the markets at all. Liquidity is really good. That's why I really like trading TRON as well. And also because I think it's got really good potential. So that's what I would suggest as well. If you're looking to trade a coin or day trade, pick one coin that you really like. Pick one coin that you really like, because what's going to happen then, when you pick a coin that you really like, you'll get to know the trading patterns of that particular coin. With TRON, I've kind of got to know the trading patterns. For example, with TRON, every time Bitcoin goes up by $100, TRON will jump by about 4 or 5 Satoshi. Every time it goes down by about $100, TRON will drop by about 4 or 5 Satoshi. So it's just the very kind of linked together, Bitcoin and TRON together. I'm going to see if there's an example of this just now. So it's gone up by about 2 Satoshi in the last couple of minutes. What's BTC sitting at? 8483, so it's kind of stayed around the same. But you'll see a similar pattern between TRON, and if we look at the hour chart for Bitcoin, this is the hour chart for Bitcoin, and if we look at the hour chart for TRON, you'll see it's very, very similar. Very similar indeed. So for every $100 the Bitcoin goes up, TRON goes up by about 5 Satoshi. For every $100 Bitcoin goes down, TRON goes down by about 5 Satoshi. So we really have to keep an eye on the Bitcoin price as well. And that's kind of bouncing off about 8,300. It's been bouncing off that for the last 5 hours or so, which is a good thing. We might have found some support there, but we might not. It might go kind of straight down, back down to about 7,300 or so, where it was here as well. If we do, we can expect TRON to go down by about 50 Satoshi or something. But here's the thing that I want to show you. On the 1-day chart for TRON, you can see here, if we kind of look at macro view and dig in closer. Okay, on the 1-day chart, TRON crossed over, the 7-day crossed over the 25-day, crossed over at 664 Satoshi, and it kind of kept on going all the way down. You can see it's going down, 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 never crossed over again. It's not crossed over until today. So on the 1-day chart, this is the first time in about 3 months that TRON, the 7-day, is crossing the 25-day. There, you can see that up there. It's just about to cross, it's just touching, they're just meeting. Another couple of hours and that's going to be kind of over. Another day that should be over, unless Bitcoin kind of crashes today. So that's the first time that's happened in about 3 months. And the last time it happened, we've seen a huge kind of run up. If we kind of dig in further, the last time it happened was on the 10th of December. That's when it was at 25. That's when I had the big huge run up. and we all know what kind of happened with that. Went to about 2000 Satoshi, 2037 Satoshi, and that's the last time the 7-day crossed the 25-day until it started going down, and that was on the 18th of January. And now on the day chart we're looking at crossing again. So that's another indicator that I think Tron is going to push up further, much further than this. Also, obviously, they've got the testnet coming out on the 31st of March. So they've got that testnet coming out on the 31st of March. However, I'm inclined to believe that you buy the hype, kind of sell the news, just that old adage. And if you do that, then you'd expect after the testnet release on the 31st of March that it's going to drop a little, unless it's very well received. So we need to look at the testnet, what's going to kind of look like, who's going to be using it, and stuff like that. I don't think the big huge run-up is going to come until the mainnet is released on the 31st of May. A lot of people are saying the 1st of May, but it's not, it's the 31st of May that's coming out. So that's another big indicator as well. And if we keep looking at the BTC price, if that goes up, then we can expect Tron to go up just because they're so closely linked. The BTC price and the Tron price as well. And I honestly think there's going to be a big run up. If not this weekend, I think within the next 10 to 14 days, we're going to see a huge, massive run up on Bitcoin. And I think we're talking like, yeah, up to these levels, 12,000 kind of levels. I think we're going to see a big run up to then. And I'm getting a strange kind of feeling, I don't know why. I think it's the overall sentiment with the cryptocurrency space, with the G20 summit coming out. That wasn't that bad at all. A lot of people were expecting it to be bad, but G20, they kind of decided nothing's going to happen with cryptocurrencies. They're not seeing it as a kind of major threat to global economy, even though it's 1% of kind of global currency. But they're not going to do anything, which is good news. Also, the Binance FUD as well, that you've probably seen over the last couple of days. It's saying it's just FUD. It's just kind of fear, creating that fear and doubt. And I think that's why Bitcoin has gone down as well over the last couple of days, because of that Binance kind of FUD as well that we've seen in the news. So I just think this weekend is going to be a major kind of bull run for Bitcoin. If that happens, then we're going to have another major run for Tron as well. And we'll just look at the hour chart just now. And that's the day chart. So we're still in bullish territory. 7-day crossed over the 25-day. As I said, that was kind of yesterday, and that's when I bought back in, and I'm still bullish on that. And we've just seen it jump up to 429 just now. Yep, 429. There's a lot of selling pressure at 429, 430. Yeah, I can see this just jumping up over the weekend. If Bitcoin does well over the weekend, I think it is going to do well. Now, there's another thing as well I want to show you. This was in a Cliff High report. Now, I can't show you which coin he's talking about here, but he's talking about a cryptocurrency weekend. I don't know if you know Cliff High, just search him on YouTube. You might think he's a bit of kind of out there and a bit woo-woo and stuff, but his reports are really quite amazing, to be honest. And if you can get one of his reports, his latest report, I think it's only $99. I'll definitely get that. It makes good reading, although it seems a bit kind of convoluted and kind of out there. It does make good reading. He's got a lot of kind of stuff that comes out with it and makes a lot of sense. So what he's got, and they were talking about the overall cryptocurrency market here, and he's talking about a particular coin here, but I'm not going to tell you what one that is. So he's got the data sets are forecasting the discussion that will emerge about a spectacular trade, which is indicated to take place during a larger Bitcoin run-up and on a cryptocurrencies weekend. That's the kind of key one that I want to note here, a cryptocurrencies weekend, in which the action is further described as smoking hot and unbelievably fast. These sets have some small hints that this will occur as stated on a weekend, but specifically on a weekend ahead of a news release about the most recent, and then he goes on to talk about the coin that he's talking about here. But the key thing is here is a cryptocurrencies weekend. Traditionally, cryptocurrencies at the weekend go down. All the kind of altcoins go down. Bitcoin usually tends to go down at the weekend as well. But he's talking about a weekend where there's going to be a lot of smoking hot action. This could be the weekend. I'm getting the feeling the overall sentiment in the market is much better for all kind of Bitcoin and for altcoins as well. And I just think we're going to have a big run up this weekend, and I think Tron is going to be in there as well. I'm really excited about Tron, to be honest. I was one of those naysayers about Tron kind of when it came out, and I looked at it, I thought, I don't know. And when when Justin Sun was kind of talking on Twitter all the time, I didn't know if he was all bluster, but I think that's just his nature. But I still think he's a good businessman. He's got a good business head on him. I seen a tweet the other day where he was talking about, who was it? I can't remember. Rick and Morty. Was it Rick? Yeah, Rick and Morty kind of tweeted out to them to say, listen, use Tron to kind of finance your next show. So I don't know. I just think he's doing the right things, but he's kind of a bit exuberant about it. There's nothing wrong with that. He's still a good businessman at the end of the day. He's got a good business head on him, good partnerships. So I've started to kind of look more and more and believe more and more in Tron, to be honest. So I'm going from naysayer to believer, and I hold a lot of Tron just now. But I am trading it to get more Tron. And I just think this weekend is going to be a really good one. Hopefully if Bitcoin stays the same. Where are we just now with Bitcoin? 8475. If the indications are right, I think we should see about $9,000 today. If we don't, and it kind of goes down further, if we go down below the 8,300 level, we could go all the way down to 7,300. But you never know. You can't tell with kind of cryptocurrencies. You certainly can't tell with TA. TA is just an indicator. That's all you use TA for. That's all I use it for. If I was going to day trade Bitcoin, I would definitely not be buying just now. There's no indications that it's going to go up. This is just sentiment. This is just my feeling as well. So that's where we are, and I think Tron is going to have a huge kind of run up over the next couple of weeks. This is Tron at the moment. Jumped to 429. Still looking bullish. I'm glad I bought it at 420 again. I've sold at 430, bought back in at 420. And I think we could even touch maybe 500. If Bitcoin does well, we could touch 500, 550. And then on the run up to the kind of testnet launch before the 31st of March, we could touch 600, 650 or something like that. And where would that put us? 518 is about there. So it'd have to have quite a big run up. So that'd be a run up of about 59%. So I'm kind of predicting before the testnet launch, we're going to have a 50% increase in Tron, and then it's going to dip slightly, and then I think we're going to start going back up, and that's when we're going to see major kind of price changes in Tron up until the release of the mainnet. Depending on how the testnet is received, we'll need to have a look at that, but I just think there's major things happening for Tron. Just look at the kind of markets overall just now, just kind of refresh that. So everything's kind of red, or most things are red. Anything green? Verge is green. I've seen that going up the other day, yesterday, and today that's went up 5%. What else? Veritasium, Loopring, it's gone up not by much, small percentages. GX chain has been a good one over the last couple of months to kind of trade as well. Enigma has gone up. So out of about the top 100 coins, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6% are in the green and 94% are in the red. But I think we're going to see that changing over this weekend. I think there's going to be a run up if my gut feeling is correct. Okay, I'm going to leave it there for just now. I don't know if anybody's on. I don't think anybody will be on. Oh, there is. There's a couple of people on the chat just now. Excellent. Alan Moore, totally agree, mate. Tron will be even better long-term hold, 2 to 5 years. Yeah, definitely is. Tron, if you've got Tron just now, I'd be a very happy person, and I wouldn't worry about the ups and downs just now. There are going to be blips on the landscape very soon. And if you're holding it for the next couple of years, it's going to be a major player. It definitely is going to be a major player. The more I look into it, the more I kind of love Tron. And I didn't like Tron at all before. I just thought it was a bit of a joke. I don't now. I have to be honest, and I'll hold my hands up. Just say I got it completely wrong. And yeah, Alan is saying, in my opinion, TRON will be at least £1 by the end of 2018. The team behind TRON is outstanding, and the partnerships they're forging are incredible. And don't listen to all the FUD regarding TRON. Yeah, I'm not listening to the FUD. You have to kind of look through the FUD. You have to do your own research on this. I'm not a financial advisor. I have to kind of advise that. I'm not saying you should buy TRON. I'm just giving you my opinion on what TRON might do over the next couple of months. And I think it's going to have a major run-up. To get to $1, Alan, I don't know if I can get to $1 by the end of 2018. That's going to give it a market cap of about, what is it just now, a market cap of about 2 billion. I would need to go up to about 60 billion to get to $1. 60 billion, that would overtake Ethereum. I don't know if that can happen, but by the end of 2018, Ethereum's probably going to be up to about 100 billion, because we're going to get up to $1 trillion in the marketplace. We've got 325 billion just now in the marketplace of total market cap. If we get up to $1 trillion, which I think we will do definitely by the end of 2018, well, you could well be right. It could be up to $1. And so we'll see Bitcoin going up to about probably 250 billion, Ethereum up to over 100 billion, Ripple probably going to rise as well. I'm not into Ripple, but I think that's going to rise big time as well. So you could be right. We could go up to $60 billion for TRON. I can't see it myself, but I'd be really happy if we go up to 50 cents, to be honest. What's your price prediction for the end of 2018 for TRON? Price prediction for me, as I said, for the end of 2018, I'd be extremely happy if it was up to between, say, 30 and 40 cents. 50 cents would be brilliant. That'd be over my kind of estimate. $1 would just be a moonshot kind of target for me as well. But getting at 3 cents just now, or 3.5 cents just now, and it going up to even 30 cents, that's 10x and 1,000% increase. It could be really good. Alan Moore, I'm holding NEO, Litecoin, Encash as well as TRON. NEO is a brilliant coin. I think it's really undervalued at the moment. The price is just now, I think, is $64 just now. $65, nearly $66 just now. I think NEO is fantastic, and I have to be honest. I'm going to be really honest here. I sold my NEO, a lot of it, to get into TRON, in the hopes that I'm going to make a lot of money on TRON, then take some out, put it back into NEO, and hold NEO for life, basically, because I love NEO. NEO is one of my favourite projects, and I think that's going to be a long-term hold. So really what I'm doing, I'm trading just now to buy more NEO. I'm not trading to buy Bitcoin, although everybody trades to buy Bitcoin because you have to sell a coin to get Bitcoin to buy another coin. But my money is going into NEO, Litecoin as well, and I've got a long-term hold on TRON, as I said, as well. So I would definitely buy those kind of coins. Definitely NEO, love NEO, and kind of Litecoin as well. Encash I've not bought into or kind of looked at it in depth, but I know a lot of people have. Alan Moore, a fellow Scot too from Glasgow, keep up the good work. Oh, thanks mate, really appreciate that. Okay, I'm going to leave it there just now. One quick last look at TRON. Where are we? 428, and people are buying 4 Bitcoin worth, selling at 429 for 7 Bitcoin worth. Yeah, I just think this is going to go high. Where is BTC? 8479 just now. Yeah, I think TRON's going to do really well. Okay, I'll leave it there just now. Have a brilliant day, whatever you're doing. Have a brilliant weekend, whatever you're doing. Until next time, namaste. Take care. Bye now.